Greetings everyone, I'm Lazy Universe, your master to anime and manga now instead of the geeky and nerdy. So, welcome to my channel and welcome to the video. Today I'll be talking about Hiro Mashima, who many consider to be the grandfather behind Fairy Tail, the Grand Master behind this really amazing Kodansha comic classic that had become basically a cult favorite, including one of mine and including one of my girlfriend's top favorites. But, however, I was not introduced to Hiro Mashima that way. I later heard about Fairy Tail through my cousins and through other people that I've known who were big fans of the series, and they told me that I should check it out, and I absolutely love it. But my first introduction to Hiro Mashima was through an anime called RAVE Master. RAVE Master is essentially an old tale created by Hiro Mashima and one that he is still known for to this day. Especially when he did that crossover RAVE Master X Fairy Tail. It was a pretty much big deal when he crossed them over to let people know, like, hey, this is what I worked on first before Fairy Tail. So he was kind of like, okay, how am I going to get people to notice this? You know, because with some old series, you don't know how it began, sort of like Dragon Ball, for example. People always know about Dragon Ball Z, they don't know about the original series that came before, you know. So, RAVE Master is a story of Haru Glory, a young man who had taken over his father's mantle and had become basically a really good fighter. He fights these things called Raves. Raves are essentially like mystical beings who all have different powers. Basically, like, one can basically become, it's almost like One Piece an example, because he fights against these beings that can basically control different substances. In the first episode, he fights a guy that can control gas. So it's really, you know, essentially different how each and every person goes about this. So he has a mystical sword, I forget what the name of his sword is. So he has a mystical sword that his father handed down to him, and he is trying to learn how to control the sword, how to use it better, and everything. He has an adorable sidekick who would become a mascot for Hiro Mashima called Pru. Pru is a little, and believe it or not, yes, it's true, he's a dog with a big drill nose. Essentially, when he gets older, according to a picture I've seen through RAVE Master, including one of the episodes, the horn goes on top of their head as they get older, so essentially that he is like some mystical beast that it basically gets more powerful. There are other creatures introduced into the series too, which give Haru a more advantage onto his enemies. His sword has these little pendants that he wears on his neck. The pendants help him gain accessibility to defeat different opponents. He gets like a fire upgrade, he gets like a water upgrade, lightning, like a bunch of different, you know, upgrade abilities. It's almost sort of like he had Captain Planet and the power of his sword, let's just say that way. So, and he also meets a girl named Ellie, who was one of my first crushes, easily replaced by Rengiku Matsumoto. I don't need to say anymore. But essentially, he meets more characters along the way, and what's really impressive about this series, you know, as a whole, within like the first couple of episodes, Haru's sword gets broken, and he has to find this ancient blacksmith who worked with his father to get it back. And in the episode, the blacksmith is like, no, kid, no, I am not fixing that sword. I've known your father, I don't want you to go down the same path. It was a really, like, big episodic, you know, thing. Of course, similar to Fairy Tail and other anime, it does have its funny bits, but also, RAVE Master was pretty dark, essentially, especially the first episode where they show what happened to Haru's father, which I thought was, you know, pretty dark. It does have a catchy opening as well, you know. I really enjoyed RAVE Master. It is an old classic. It should be considered loved by everyone. If you're a fan of Fairy Tail, if you're a fan of Black Clover even, I would recommend this series to you, and I'd recommend that you check it out. it is not a bad series. It is well voiced. It does have really good music. It has really good moments, and it is just full packed of everything that probably you could love. It's full of heartbreak. It's full of character development. It's full of drama. It is funny, like I said. I do enjoy the little creatures that Haru meets on his journey, like a little squid, a little penguin, and even more. And Puru on screen is just adorable. I have to admit that. Puru is adorable. So, hashtag love Puru. So, thank you all very much for watching. I would highly recommend that you check out RAVE Master. It is underrated in my opinion, and a lot more people should really give it a look, give it a try, at least something, to get it more developed. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the bell icon in case that you're not getting notified about these videos. You can follow me at Twitter, little link in the description below. Probably the best way that you can stay updated about behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. Also, I will leave up some other videos that you guys can watch, and please be sure to, check them out if you feel free to. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time with some more anime and manga content. So, once more, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.